Terps by 10 at home with 11:08 remaining in the ball game. Tonight at 8/7 Central, encore presentation of an incredible hour, Building a Dream, the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy. Then Chris Rock and Bernie Mac star in Head of State, ABC Saturday Night Movie of the Week at 9/8 Central. It's all right here on ABC. Well, they didn't have another Tom Hanks movie? We run out of Tom Hanks movies?
He was in the month of February.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We got Chris Rock. Okay, that's good. This could be Chris Rock month because everybody's passing the rock on the inside. See, is
nice
something like
cut.
that? Yeah. And Fells with the basket.
Great job out of the timeout for NC State to run their set. They cut when the ball was ready to be delivered and got a 2 points coming out of it.
Etcher with 6 assists. There's a rejection by Horner. Trying to find a handle. It comes back to a Beckway. Vasquez, Hayes, a Beckway, Gist, and Strawberry on the floor for Maryland. Here's Hayes for 3. And Fells with a rebound. NC State hanging around, and we're almost at the midway point of the second half. What a pass. I don't know how Fells handled it, to be honest with you. That got there in a hurry, didn't it?
They will run some false motion at times, and all they're doing is trying to get down to the minimum amount of possessions they can have in this ball game.
McCauley facing the basket momentarily. Now he starts to back in and kicks it back out to Costner. With a left hand, and the Beckway got another one. But it comes back to Costner. High off the glass this time. He wasn't to be denied.
Great hands by Costner again. He makes the play below the rim after a Beckway makes the play above the rim on the first shot.
Quick timeout with 9:45 remaining. NC State hanging with Maryland. 6-point game and not a happy coach.
Possessions. NC State's going to run a flex cut. When they run this flex cut right here, Gist has to be the help defender. And he does not help, and it ends up with a layup right at the rim. Right there, boom, he's got to go with number 4 in red. Instead, he stays attached to his guy, and it costs him.
Live action, Gist missed in close, so Beckway didn't. But Beckway with 10. And the officials are going to say that they thought Sidney Lowe had taken a timeout, and he had not, so they're just going to stop things with an inbounds play for NC State in front of the scorers table. Good call by the officials, first thinking they had heard timeout and changing their mind and getting it right.
It's a tight flex offense out of NC State right now.
Costner, 3 won't go. Jones battling for the rebound. Mike's bringing it all the way coast to coast. Lays it up and in.
Up until this year, Mike Jones did not make plays like that in transition of the 2-point variety. He was a specialist. And again, his ability to continue to do that next week in Tampa and in March, I think, is a real key for Maryland if they're going to advance.
He's got 17, and a whistle and a foul is going to be on Eric Hayes. Mike Jones got the rebound himself, and then he's going to take it all the way. As Jimmy said, not just a spot-up shooter anymore. Took it all the way in.
See what he did, Brad, also? He knew he was in traffic. He had wolf defenders coming from behind. He bounced it twice in his right, twice in his left, once in his right, back to his left. He never allowed the defense to come in from behind.
Great point. He's led the team in scoring 10 times this year, and he's their leading scorer right now with 17. NC State needs a bucket this trip. They were getting closer, and now they're getting farther away again as we approach 8.5 minutes. Grant clanged it off the back of the iron, got his own miss. Still can't score it. And he's going to get to the free throw line out this one, though. And the foul's going to be on Vasquez.
Well, you and I head down tomorrow, actually, to start watching the Colonial Athletic Association. Semifinals will be tomorrow afternoon. We'll be doing the game Monday night on ESPN. But if you look at that league, Old Dominion, Virginia Commonwealth, Drexel, Hofstra, all 4 of those teams, if they advance to the semis, you talk about 4 teams that are going to try to come up with, I think, 3 bids out of that league. Championship week just full of great basketball ahead of us.
And this day might be full of upsets. It's only halftime, but Ohio State is trailing Michigan by 3. And that would be the resume capper for Tommy Amerper if that thing held up. Grant missed his first.
I'm not sure Ohio State or Wisconsin consistently score enough points to be standing there with a trophy above their head in Atlanta.
Wisconsin only got 52 today, but it was 2 better than Michigan State. Hayes tried a 3 from that spot before, same results. Gist keeps it alive, and then Atzur reaches in and picks up the foul. Gary Williams, who's had at least 19 wins for 11 straight years. He's had 16 20-plus win seasons. And, of course, the national championship not that far removed. That was in Atlanta the last time they won it, and that's where it'll be this year.
Back-to-back NIT trips for Maryland. So you know that senior class that was honored before the ball game, when practice started in October, you know they talked about, let's make sure our senior day this year is really our senior day and not come back for an NIT.
So far it is. Whistle and a foul on the inside. That'll be on Courtney Fells. And we'll have Maryland shooting free throws when we return. 7:45 remaining in the ball game. Terrapins hanging on by 9.